From the countdown clock right here. We're about to get started. If you've been here before, then you can just come back when the countdown clock hits 0. But if this is your very first lesson, then I got a couple things I want to talk to you about. All right, so if you weren't here last week, don't worry, you didn't need to be. We're doing a brand new song this week, and if you haven't played piano before, don't worry, we're doing 5 different levels. You can definitely do level 1. You are going to need to click on the PDF button right over there though, download the PDF and print it out because that's all the music for all the different levels. Now, as you'll see in your PDF, in the upper right hand corner, it tells you what level that page is for. So on level 1, you're going to want to have that level 1 page, and then 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, you can just ignore those. Just stay on level 1 for the entire lesson. You will want to find the chart though that has all of the notes listed out with all the letters on it, because that's what you're going to use in order to play your piano along with me when I'm playing. So if we're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, the track would go something like this. And as I'm playing it, I'll show you where all the notes are and where all the letters are. Don't worry about that. But then you're going to play along with me when I'm playing the track. Now, after we've done level 1, I'll show you everything you need so you can practice the song throughout the week. Then we're going to level up, and that looks like this. And now you can see we're on level 2, right? So at level 2, then it's going to get a little bit more difficult, but each time the track plays, I want you to just play the track that you're on. So if you're on track 1, if you're on level 1, then each time, you know, we're doing our thing, we're going. Each time we start that, I want you to completely ignore the notes that we're playing, and you just play your level. So you would play. Because that's going to work with, the track's going to work with your level every time we play it, no matter what level we're on. So we move on to level 2, 3, 4, 5. You just stay on the one that you're comfortable with. All right, so all of these lessons are completely interactive. That means we want to hear from you right now. So go ahead and click on the chat button right over there. Put in your name. You don't have to put in a password. And then you'll be talking with all the other students who are logged in right now, as well as some of my assistants who can help you and answer some of your questions. If you've got a question, though, that you don't think they're going to know the answer to, and you want to ask me personally, then type your question in the box below this video, and then you'll get your answer to your question directly from me. Now at the end of level 5, we're going to raffle off some prizes. These prizes change up every single week. If you're the winner of the prize, you need to let us know right away what prize it is that you want so we can send that out to you. You can tell my moderator, you can let us know at mailbag@learnpianolive.com, email us there. You can fill out the contact form and let us know, but just tell us what prize you want so we can get that out to you. If you're not the prize winner, or if you want to know how you can earn more points so you can be the prize winner, then just stay tuned after the lesson and I'll let you know. All right, you've been very patient. That's all I gotta say. It's time for the lesson. I hope you've got your PDF. You're ready to ask some questions. I'm ready to answer them. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin and this is Hannah Tan, and we're going to be learning LightlyRow, and I was trying to get a floaty on me, but this one doesn't really fit me, so maybe, there we go. There you go. That's Hannah. Anyway, she's going to be trying to learn the song along with you at home, and yeah, so I think you're going to be able to do this one, though. This is a good one to start on. And then, as always in the chat room, I guess, not as always, you
Hi,
totally
Captain.
look like a sailor man.
Yes,
Hi,
thank you.
Captain.
Hi, Captain. This is Captain Nathan. He will be in charge of all the sailing that goes on in the chat room. And as always, we have Kloppel, actually the only guy who knows anything about the ocean around here, guiding us through our song and being impatient probably and telling us it's time to move on. So let's move on. Here, you take this, because I can't see anything with that on. There you go. And you need to go in the other room and practice. And you all need to have your PDF open, or maybe some of it printed out. As you can tell from the PDF, this is one of the easier songs we've done before. There's a 42% on the melodic difficulty and a 53% on the harmonic difficulty. So anyway, that means it's kind of easier than a lot of the songs we've been doing recently. It's kind of long. That's really the only thing that we've got to watch out for. Let me make sure that, here we go. I had changed this. There we go. Nice. So then on our PDF here, we've got level 1. The first note that we're going to play is a G. So that means that you need to find a group of 3 black notes, just like these 3 right here. Take the middle note. If you take the middle note, like that one right there, and you drag it down, you're going to land on a G, and that's the first note of the song. It's going to be G, and that is that note right there. So you're going to play that one, and then you're going to go down 2 notes to get to an E. So you're going to go lightly row. The exact same move starting on the next note up. So that one, and then go down 2 notes to get to there, and we'll have the first 2 lightly rows. That one and that one. So let's try that. We're going to go G, down 2, and play that note twice. Then we're going to go up to this note right here, 1 over, and then 2 Ds, just like that. Let's try that with the track. The track sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Lightly row, lightly row. So there you go. That's the first 2 little sets there, and those are actually going to come back several times throughout the song. So lightly row, lightly row. If you're going to land there on that D, if you get all the way to this row, so you just need to go down 1 note. You land on that one, and you're just going to come straight up every single note, all the way up to G, and then play the G 3 times. So C, D, E, F, 3 of those, and that's the entire first line. You've got a lot of the song down. Now this next thing over here, that and that are the same as the 2 that we started with up top. So you've got lightly row, lightly row. It's the same thing as on the second line, smoothly glide, smoothly glide. The next part is not the same, but let's try that much of it so far. We're going to start here on this G. Just try to get the first couple notes. You don't have to get all the notes that we've gone over so far. But here we go. On your mark, get set. 2, ready, go. Lightly row, lightly row. For the glassy waves we go. And then smoothly glide is the same as lightly row. Now this next section here is going to be still a C, but instead of walking up, we got to get to the top a little bit faster than that. So we're going to skip over some notes. So we go from here, skipping over the D to the E, and then skipping over the F to get to the G. 2 G's happen right here all in a row, and then you're back to that note that you were just on. You were just on an E a second ago. We came from the E to get up to the G, played another G, and then came back down to that E. So C, E, G, G, E, just like that. So then, yeah, let's go ahead and actually just jump over to the next line, because I think Kloppel's probably going to interrupt here pretty soon. This next one is almost entirely D's. So D, 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 D. That's the one that's in the middle of a group of 2 black notes. So D, 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 D. Walk 1 up, and then walk 1 up, and then do the exact same move, but start on an E instead of a D. E, 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 F, G. And that's those entire 2 lines. Good news, this is almost note for note the exact same thing that you did on that second line. There's only one difference. It's the very, very last note. Instead of being an E, at the very end, it's going to be a C. So you could just play, if you wanted to, smoothly glide, this is the second line, smoothly glide on the silent, and then play a C at the end, and those would be the exact same notes as this one right here, sing and float in our little boat. So anyway, that last line should be easy if you have the second line down, but let's try this thing again. Here we go, on your mark, get set, ready, go. Lightly row, lightly, walk straight from a C all the way up to a G, and then smoothly glide. Smoothly, this is the one where here's a bunch of D's all in a row. D, and then a bunch of E's. And then here's basically the second line. It's actually the last line, but all the notes are the same, with the exception of that last note we're going to play as C. That's the whole entire song. We finally got through a song before Klopp will interrupt us. All right, this will be our last time through. Just get all the notes you can. Don't worry about the rest of it. You'll have plenty of time to practice this thing. Here we go. 2, ready, go. Lightly-row. Lightly. Start on the C and work your way all the way up to that G. And the same notes we had at the beginning. We have again. Here's the one where we skip. C, skip, skip, same note, skip down. And here's a bunch of D's all in a row. 5 of them before we walk up and up. Same thing starting on an E. 3, 4, 5 of them. And then we walk up. Here's the last line. That's the same as the second line. There you go. That's the whole entire song. Now it's time for us to relax, sit back, enjoy as we go into the Kids Learn Piano Live Theater where Klopp wants to show us an awesome flying boat. Here you go. That is so awesome. I want to do that. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
All right, here comes level 2. This is where we're just going to play all the exact same notes. We haven't changed a single thing. We're just putting it all on the lines and spaces called sheet music. So anyway, if you ever if you're on YouTube and you see like in the comments where they're saying, "Hey, where are the sheets for this?" They're talking about sheet music, and so this is the lines and spaces that we use, the graph basically for all of the notes. Also, if you're on Klopp Academy level, even like 1 and 2 are already starting some of these lines and spaces things here. So let's take a look at it. This second line up on the treble clef, by the way, that's the treble clef, super fancy looking. It's also known as the G clef because this bottom circle thingy and this thing together kind of make a target right on that line right there, that second line. And so that second line actually is a G, which is why the treble clef is also known as the G clef, giving you the hint that this second line right here should be a G in case you ever have a note on it, like that one right there. Or let's see here, this second line right here, also you get a bunch of G's at the end of the song. That one and that one and that one are also on that G line. So anyway, that's your first note. From there you can just see that, for example, right here, from that note to that note. Now obviously the letters are written in here, so you could totally cheat and just look at the letters and play those letters. But a much easier way to do this actually is to just look at the distance between the notes and then just go that far. So for example, from this note right here to this note, that one's on a line, that one's on a line, which means you're skipping over that space right there. You're not playing the note that's on that space. So you're on that note right there. You're not playing the one that's right next to it. Oops, I'm going to start on that one. You're not playing the one that's right next to it. You're playing the next one over. It does happen to be an E, so you could just know that the bottom line is always an E and go to an E. But when I'm reading music, it's way faster for me to just go, all right, so I'm on this note. I would need to go down 2, and then I'm going to stay the same. Then I'm going to go up 1, and then down 2, and then stay the same. So that's called reading intervallically. Way faster, way easier than actually reading the letter names, but whatever. I think that's all you need to know. We don't have any special rhythms or anything in this one, so let's just jump in. If you're on level 1, play your version right along with us. Here we go. Ready? And lightly row, lightly row, o'er the glassy waves we go. Smoothly glide on the silent tide. There's that E. So we got a bunch of D's all in a row. The winds and waters. Okay, then a bunch of E's. Last line, sing and float, sing and float in our little boat. So that's why even though level 2 is more intimidating, it looks scarier than level 1, I think it's actually a lot easier once you get used to looking at all those lines and stuff, because on this one you can totally see exactly how far you're supposed to go between the notes. So it's easy to see that from, for example, this note to this note, that's just one up because you're going from that line to that space. So it's just one up. On level 1, it's almost harder for me to read because like you can see that from this note to this note, you're supposed to go down, but like knowing exactly how far down, you're kind of guessing on level 1. So anyway, what, really? Okay, Clapple says level 2, this is gonna be our last time through. So level 1, just play your version right along with us. Let's try to sing again. 2, ready, go. Here we go. Let the winds and waters be mingled with our childish glee. Sing and float, sing and float in our little boat. There you go. You got plenty of time to keep practicing that, but for now, it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
This week is from Jamie24. Can you change the time so I can watch the lessons live? Jamie24. Actually, you already know because we already had a live Skype one-on-one lesson. But the answer is no, we can't. We're just picking the times that we think the most people can make it to. But if you would like to Skype with me, then I'd be happy to do that with any of you to actually meet you and get to know you and stuff. So anyway, we can Skype together at a time that's more convenient for you, but this is the time that we got to stick with for the broadcast, so sorry. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 3. This may be confusing to level 1 and 2 students. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level3 to understand how this level works.
All right, so finally here on level 3, we're going to be making use of that left hand that we haven't been using yet, and that's going to be in the bass clef, which is why this graph is different from the other graph. The other graph was for the treble clef, also known as the... That's right, the G clef, that one right there. But that's not the one that we're going to focus on here. This time we're going to focus on the bass clef, which is down here. It's for all the low notes, basically middle C on down. That's going to be your left-hand notes mostly. So this first note that you have is a C. The second note that you have is a G. They're both low, and those are all of the notes that you're going to need for this entire song. So it's every note is either going to be a C or a G. The C's are the ones that are on the second space. So this is the first space. That's the second space, so that's the C. And then the G is going to be on the third space, fourth space, right there. The G's are the ones that are on the fourth space. The C's are the ones that are on the second space. So we have a C, and then it goes to a G, and then it goes to a C, and then a G, and then a C, and then a G, and C, and G, and C, and G, and C, and G. Those are only 2 notes. So like I said, this is a great note for you to get started on. If you've been stuck on level 2 and been intimidated by the left hand of level 3, this might be the right song for you to finally make that switch. We did put this on 2 pages though, so we have a second page to this one, but it's still just G's and C's. We got a G right there, and a C right there. That right there is a whole rest, which I don't believe you hit until Clapple Academy level 2. So if you're in Clapple Academy, then and you're on level 1, you might not recognize that. It just means rest. Don't do anything yet. That one and that one. You're doing that one, actually. You're just going to hang out, wait in the left hand. So let's try left hand only if you're on level 3. And if you're on level 1 or 2, you do your thing. Here we go. 2, ready, go. Lightly-row. Faster on the side this time. Then the next page, let the winds and waters be mingled with our childish glee. Sing and float, sing and float in our little. That's the whole thing. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to try both hands together. Then we're going to be checking with Hannah, see how much of this song she's got. But if you're on level 1 or 2, don't worry about any of the left hand stuff. You just play all of the notes that you know. All right? And you don't even have to have the whole song yet. Just, if you can get the first couple little lightly row and maybe even the lightly row, that'd be great. Anyway, here we go. 2, ready, go. Lightly entire thing. So now it is time to check in with Hannah and see how things are going. Welcome back. Oh, it's time for the floaty again. All right, there you go. Have a seat. Have a seat. There we go. So, tell me, how's it going in there? We have some of the notes? Yes? You think you have all of them? What level are you working on? 2. Okay. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably the easiest one to do. Don't tell the level 1 people that. But yeah, I think that's actually.
Level 1 go on to level 2.
Right. Yes. No, this is what I'm thinking. Especially for this song. If you've been here before, and it looks like a sombrero. It doesn't look anything like boatish at all. It looks like a hat. Anyway.
Can't fit you.
Yeah, I know. This is supposed to go around your waist. That is not my.
Wait.
That's not. You think that you could get this around your waist?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, normally I would say don't do that, but oh my goodness. Wow. Nice work. Okay. All right, so it is time for the extremely skinny Hannah Tan to try this song. What's your first note?
G.
G, okay. Here we go. On your mark, you can either play along with her or just watch her. Yeah. Super awesome. Now you got to try to get that thing off. Good luck. Do you think you can? Oh. Okay. Now the headphones are wearing a floaty. Awesome. Okay. Well, it's time for you to tell them. Let's level up.
Let's level up.
Nice work. Okay. Cool.
Transitioning to level 4. This may be unsettling to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level4 for an in-depth explanation on how to conquer this level.
That's crazy. You do not have to have that much of the song down. That was, yeah, you're not supposed to know that much of the song. But Hannah, she's been playing piano so long. She's really good. So anyway, let's move on. This is level 4. And here we go. LightlyRow. Yeah. actually, Claplets, it's not that terrible. We do have a pretty fast left hand here, so maybe that's a little dummy. But this thing right here, you're pretty much just going to play. We've done a lot with these notes before. This is the C chord, and of course the C chord is on the next page. So it's just a C and an E and a G, which means during the C chord time, you can throw in as many C's and E's and G's as you want anywhere on the piano. C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, G. All of those would sound great during the C chord part. And all I've done in the left hand is take the C chord and break it up into each of its notes and mostly hang out on those top two notes, right? But that's the C chord part, and then the G chord part is just going to be these three notes right here. Now I threw in an F, which technically isn't on your on this thing, a G and a B and a D, and I'm playing an F also on the G chord, like right there. But if you've ever played, like, man, almost any piano, like if you take lessons with a teacher, then every time they have a G chord, it seems like they're throwing in that F. So anyway, it doesn't sound terrible. I threw it in for you. So this would sound something like lightly-row, lightly-row. So you get that little F in there. And I think that's just about it. You throw in a D right there, so watch out for that one. In fact, let's just play the left hand only through this thing while level 1 through 3, you guys do your version. Here we go. 2, ready, go. During this section right here, I actually threw in a B flat. That's on the C chord right there, which technically, if you're on Clapley Academy level 4 or higher, you would know that that's actually called a C7. If you just take a regular C chord and you add a B flat to it right there. So technically that one's a C7, but I figured I wouldn't mess everybody else up with that thing. So anyway, if you don't know what that is, forget it. Throw the 7 away. But you do have that before you get to that G. So anyway, let's try that one more time. Left hand only, and then level 1 through 3 people, you just do your version. Here we go. 2, ready, go. Time for our feature of the day. All right, so today, actually it's not going to be me, our moderator, Nathan. Yes, you look like you have a lot of nautical knowledge there. So anyway, go ahead. You're going to ask me, you're going to give me some quiz questions, and I'm going to do my best to answer them, which means I'm probably going to get most of them wrong. But we'll see. Go ahead, fire away. Here's some nautical trivia for all of you there at home.
Okay.
Okay.
Rope put aboard a sailboat is called a what?
Rope put aboard a sailboat is called...
What?
Useless. I don't know. Why would you have... What is it called?
No, line.
Line. Okay, so if you have rope and it's on the boat, you'd call it a line.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you just call it rope? I don't know. Okay, next question.
A heading of 180 will take you which direction?
forward.
Infinity.
I don't know. What direction would it take you?
Like on a compass.
Oh, north. North?
Nope. South.
South. Oh, so close, except the opposite direction. Okay, let's try 2 more of these.
Okay.
I got to get at least one of these.
Let's see. Vertical clearances such as bridges will always be shown on tidal area charts measured at what?
16 degrees south.
No. Mean high water.
Oh, of course. Mean high. I knew it was either 16 degrees south or mean high water. I think we're done with our feature. And that was... Did you know? Yikes. That might be the worst feature we've ever done. Not Nathan's fault at all. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 5. This may be terrifying to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level5 for training on how to survive this level.
Okay, so this is level 5. Just try to ignore the fact that that ever happened. Sorry. This is where you just take out all the letters. This used to be C, D, E, F, G. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And so now we're just going to play all the same exact melody, but playing it by number. So we're going to play 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Now, the reason you'd want to do this is so that you can transpose the song, which means play it in different keys. Play the same sounding song, but using different notes. For example, down here we have the key of E, which means instead of having C be 1, we'd have this note E be 1, and the key of E then looks something like this, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And if we played the numbers of the song using that key, then we could play 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a much easier key to sing the song in, but as you can tell, it uses a lot of black notes and stuff like that because we're in the key of E. Also, by the way, if you tried the level 4B, that's all in the key of E, which you could tell by this key signature right there. So that means that we're in the key of E. But anyway, we're not going to play this thing in the key of E. I'm just recommending that if you want to practice that on your own, that's a better key to play this in than the key of C. Also, if you go to the 8-minute mark on your track, that will be in the key of E, so you can play along with that. But anyway, too much talking, not enough playing. Let's try this thing back in the key of C. We're going to start here. I'm going to try to call out all the numbers as we go. Level 5 people, you're going to be thinking numbers. The rest of you are going to be thinking, finally, we're playing some notes. Here we go. 2, ready, go. 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. 5, 5, 5. 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3. Now a bunch of 2s. Everybody else knows them as Ds. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. 1, 3, 5, 5, 1. There we go. Now, of course, that's just the right-hand part. The left-hand part is supposed to be playing the lower part of all of this. That right there is going to be the 1 chord, which means you're going to go to the number 1 and play every other note starting on the 1, just like that. That's the 1 chord. The 5 chord, of course, would be going to the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and playing every other note starting on the 5, just like that. So that's your 5 chord. You can do anything you want with the 5 chord. Play it 1 note at a time, or play it back and forth like that, or these are all equally good ways of playing the 5 chord. You can even put them in different orders if you want. So, like, all of that is the 5 chord. So you could play like, or whatever you want to do with a 5 chord, whatever you want to do with the 1 chord. In fact, we're going to zoom out for this next one, and I'll show you what some other things you could do with the chords are. So, for example, with the 1 chord, that's a 1. All that's the 1 chord. So you can play. All that stuff is 1 chord stuff, and you can add those extra notes in over here. 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. That all works because I'm just adding in notes from the chord that are on the bottom here. I know, I'm talking too long. This will be our last time through. If you're on level 1 through 4, then just play your version. And here we go. 2, ready, go. Anyway, it's time for us to check in with Hannah and see how things are going. Back with the water sombrero, yes?
Yes.
All right.
I'll put your sombrero on.
Here we go. That was neat, friend. All right, so you are, did you add in any left hand since we saw you last? No, you didn't tell me to. Did I have to do that? No, you didn't, but you already had all the right hand stuff down. So anyway, let's just try the track again. I'm not even going to give you, do you know how the song goes? Have you heard it before?
No.
You haven't heard it before. But what?
But I know how to go.
You know how it goes now because you've heard it like 3 times during the lesson. She's ridiculously good. I'm sorry. She's not a good example of learning a song for the first time, but she's, yeah. All right, here we go. Ready? And go. Ridiculous. She doesn't even have any music in front of her. It's just what she memorized during the lesson. You missed one note. Stop. That was ridiculously good. Okay, yeah, well, cool. So anyway, if you practice the song for like 3 or 4 weeks, you'll eventually be able to play it like Hannah can after 3 or 4 minutes. But anyway, don't feel bad. Maybe you want a $10 gift card today. Let's find out. All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. Next week, we're doing a song called Tomorrow from Annie. Thank you to Nathan for being the in-studio, the chat room moderator. And thank you to Hannah Tan for being the incredibly amazing in-studio student. And we'll see you all next week. Don't forget to send us your videos and do the music challenge every day. We love you. Bye. Hey, you're still here. Me too. Well, here's what needs to happen next. First of all, click on the survey button. That is probably like right over here. Maybe if you're on the iPad, it's like down here below the video. Anyway, it's right around there. Click on that. Let us know how we did today, and also ask us any questions you might have about this lesson or about any other lesson. You might even be the mailbag winner if you include your name in that. And then after that, you're going to go to the music challenge, which is a button probably right up here, up above the video. And so click on the music challenge. You can come back every single day and fill out the code thing and get your points for doing that. So you got your music challenge thing to do after you do the survey. And then after you've practiced the song up, then go to the one up here that says, right over here probably, student videos, and then take a video of yourself on your phone or your iPad or whatever, and then send us your video, and maybe it could even be the featured video and you get points for doing that. And then if you have any questions, click the contact button that's also up there somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. But click on that. Let us know if you have any questions. And we'll see you back here next week. All right. Thanks for joining us. It was a lot of fun. See ya.